We're going to do today's press conference in the usual format, starting with the broadcast and then moving on to the dailies. And we'll begin with Gail.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
It's very early in the season, isn't it? But 2 from 2 for both teams. Both teams looking like they'll be challenging for the title. So how big a game in terms of gauging where you are and seeing where your team's at is this for you?
I think any time when you play at Anfield and with spectators against Liverpool is one of the toughest challenges that you can face in European football. And after that, you're much smarter where you are and what your true capacity and what your true performance is. So it's like this tomorrow. We had a good start. Liverpool had a good start. And tomorrow we will fight from first minute to get a good result. But like I said, it will be a huge challenge. And no result will be a decision in for the season, but of course we are fighting for it because this is the challenges where you need to prove and where we want to prove ourselves.
After his performance against Arsenal, you said that there is a lot more to come from Romelu Lukaku. He caused Arsenal a lot of problems. How much are you interested and a bigger test is it for him against the likes of Virgil van Dijk tomorrow?
Yeah,
how are you looking forward to seeing that one play out?
I'm looking forward to. I think many spectators and many fans of football are looking forward to that battle. But it's not only Van Dijk against Lukaku, it will be Liverpool against Chelsea. But of course also for Romelu is a big challenge. And he had now one match with us, which was pretty impressive and a very good start. So from now on we are into details, into adapting, into connecting better and better, and the stress test is on tomorrow at Anfield, and we will see. But you know, when we signed him, we knew we get a very experienced player, experience in terms of playing big matches. He loves these kind of stages, and that's why I expect the best what we can see from him right now. I'm not sure if he has already reached top level, maybe not, because he has only one game in his legs. So, but he will have a good match tomorrow because he loves to play in these kind of matches. He's a tough competitor and against a strong opponent, of course.
Juventus have confirmed that Cristiano Ronaldo is on his way somewhere. He's set to leave. How good would it be to have a player like him in the Premier League, do you feel, even if it is maybe to one of your rivals?
Well, I don't know if it's good if he plays for any of our rivals. So I could handle the loss very well when he played in Italy and does not play for us. So if he will end up in Premier League, is good for the Premier League and shows like how competitive and how difficult this league is. At the same time, it will make life harder for us. But that's what we are up to. And I hear it from you for the first time. I just come off the pitch and we prepared the sessions before. So let's wait and see.
And just finally, it is of course deadline day on Tuesday. You have the main man that you wanted, but do you think, or would you hope that there might be anybody else coming in, and which particular areas are you hoping maybe just to strengthen?
Well, hoping is maybe, we have still some ideas, and we are trying, and not all decisions are taken regarding also to our squad. So there are some negotiations going on, and we are aware of all the situations. Hoping in the meaning that we need something to make the coach happy or to be competitive, absolutely not, because I'm happy with the squad like it is, and I have a lot of confidence that we are absolutely competitive on a high level. But still all eyes are open and we are aware of all situations, and you never know in football, but in the moment we are focused on the game tomorrow, and then there are not many days left to take big decisions, so it's all good so far.
Moose, talk sport.
Hi Thomas, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
Good to see you. Jurgen Klopp has been saying some very nice things about you today. He said that you're an exceptional manager and coach, and you have his respect. What do you think of Jurgen?
Yeah, he has my full respect. He's one of the best managers in the world, and he has proven it in every club where he worked. He has the ability to make huge footprints in any club and make huge impacts and becomes one with the club, like on a very genuine level. That was in Mainz, Dortmund, and in Liverpool the same. So unbelievable achievement, but you need to be careful when he talks too good about you. You need to be careful with Jurgen. He prepares something maybe.
How excited are you going into Anfield in front of a full house, in front of 55,000?
Well, very excited in general because we're super happy that the fans are back. So that means we have to cope with energy that Anfield can create, of course, which makes things for us as a away team more difficult, more challenging. Absolutely, yes. It's not the first time that I play there with spectators, so I experienced it several times, and it's fantastic. It's one of the toughest pitches in Premier League and for sure in Europe. So the challenge is on, and we're excited to be in the middle of it, and we will give our very best because we need it.
Well, I have a bit of a light-hearted question for you. I've done some research. And
you scare me. When you start like this, I'm already scared.
As a young boy, apparently you like ABBA, but it's very good. And Simply Red, and now apparently you've moved on to sort of Jay-Z. Jurgen Klopp described his team a couple of years ago, his football was heavy metal. So is your football ABBA, Simply Red, Jay-Z, or how would you describe your football team in a musical genre?
Imagine if we play like ABBA, how will we win games? How is this going to be? This cannot happen. This cannot happen. So I was very young when I listened to ABBA, and maybe I was more in love with the singer than into the music. You know, you can. It's hard to describe with which style we play, but of course we want to play a certain style, and it is a good comparison to draw to an orchestra. But it has to be possible that somebody plays also a solo on his own and the others can adapt to it, that it's not everything planned. This is maybe the difference, because we rely also to creativity, we rely on to courage, we rely on to intelligence, to feel moments in the game where it's good to break out of the rhythm and to do something unexpected and to do something creative and brave. So, yeah, I think very hard for me now to answer in a particular style of music.
John Southall, 5 Live.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
You won Anfield in March. Do you think Liverpool are a different proposition this season? We spoke about Virgil van Dijk coming back, other players are back. Do you think they're a different proposition this time around?
Yeah, for sure. And I think we should not hide from it. And it's not excuses, it's a reality. Liverpool with Van Dijk is a different Liverpool than without Van Dijk. It's not only his isolated capacity and ability and level of performance. Is also, he makes everybody around himself feel more comfortable and be stronger. So him together with Matip is a huge upgrade to last, when was it, March? And spectators can be a big factor in Anfield. So you will not be able to hear yourself. You will not be able to maybe communicate as easy as it was without spectators. So maybe to escape pressure in tight situations. And at the same time, we feel also very, very confident because we know each other now longer and longer, and we had some good experiences together. And I have the feeling that we are ready for the fight on that level.
Jurgen Klopp was critical of some of the rule changes, letting the game flow a bit more. I think he said it took it about 10, 15 years. What's your take been on it after the first couple of matches?
I think I didn't get it. I didn't get the question.
Jurgen Klopp was critical of some of the rule changes that they've implemented this season, particularly letting the game flow, not blowing
the referee letting the game flow a bit more.
He was critical about it.
Critical about that. What's
your take? Yeah. He said it kind of took the game back 10 years, 15 years, and some of the challenges that weren't being penalised should have been penalised, and referees are maybe letting it go too much.
I think like all the time when the changes are made, it needs to adapt a little bit. I think it's too early to judge. Like, it's also not so easy, I think, for the referees and for everybody now to understand. And maybe they are now I think maybe we are now in a bit of a transition phase. And when we find a good middle, I liked what the referees said and what the idea is behind it, and now I think we need to give it a little bit more time to adjust, but that we play this game also in a physical way, and that we accept that there are challenges, but not rude challenges and no dangerous challenge. Nobody wants that, of course, but a certain kind of physicality. I could understand, and I liked the way the referees whistled the first 2 games. So maybe he had different experiences in his game particularly. So, but I think if we give it a little, I personally think if we give it a little time, it's a good idea behind it.
And just finally, on a player potentially leaving, do you expect Kurt Zouma to join West Ham?
There are, I don't want to lie to you, there are negotiations between West Ham and Chelsea and about Kurt. Kurt right now is not with us, but not because of these negotiations. He has some personal issues to solve, family issues to solve, and we allowed him to travel to France. So this is not the reason why he's not with us in the squad. But there are negotiations, but to be very honest, I don't know where it leads right now, and we have to wait. So both things can happen, that he stays or that he leaves.
Last question in this section, Vaishali, PLP.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Willy Caballero gave an interview recently which he praised you and your backroom staff for the way that you made every player feel a part of the squad, even if they weren't playing. How difficult is it as a coach to be able to do that, and how did you find that task at Chelsea last season?
It's very nice if he felt it like this, and if he had the feeling that it was like this. Very nice of him and very kind. I mean, this is maybe one of the most difficult things, because everybody is so ambitious and everybody is ambitious to play, and they're all competitors. So it was a big strength of the squad last season to put the ego behind, and especially guys like Willy Caballero was a fantastic role model, how much input in training and also at the sideline of games and in the dressing room you can give, although you have a hard situation personally and almost no chance to get some minutes. So he was more or less the role model, and there were so many more. And this is actually the thing and the benchmark and the thing to achieve again. We need a certain atmosphere, a supportive atmosphere between the players. This is what I believe absolutely, to achieve special results. I don't know if it's always the coach who's responsible for that. I think you need a good group who takes care about this process also themselves. You need, of course, the coach who values that, and you need everybody around the coach. This is not a one-man show, and not for sure not from me. This is the staff around me, but all the guys who work in Cobham. If we have this kind of atmosphere in the staff, this is what I believe. If we respect each other, if we protect each other, if we push each other in a positive way, this reflects onto the group, and it shows very natural what we demand of the group. But the group last year was the benchmark, like I said, and it's on everybody now to create the same spirit. Without that spirit, it's not possible to win big trophies.
And you talk about trying to recreate that atmosphere from last season.
Yeah.
I know recently you said that, you know, when you signed Romelli, you looked at his personality as well as obviously his skills on the pitch. How much do you consider as a coach a player's personality when you're thinking about a transfer?
I think it's super important, and gets more and more important to not hire only for skills but hire for attitude. If you have a certain attitude, and if we all believe that our attitude as a team was a key factor, we cannot put a risk to lose it. So we need to be very sure, and it was an easy one because Romelu came from the academy and was a Chelsea boy, and like his personality is very, very open and kind, humble, and that was a very easy one. But at sometimes it's a little gamble, to be honest, because you don't know always the background and the history and the characteristic and the profile of every player. So you need to rely on your feeling, you need to rely on the interviews that you do and the reports that you get from people you trust. And in the end, maybe less is more. If you have a good group, don't confuse the group with too many changes. Try to trust. And this is what we try to do.